Hello, this is the astrology analysis for the Taurus ascendant for the month of February. When the month begins, 4 planets stay in your ninth house: Sun, Mars, Mercury and the Venus. These are the planets impact in short run because they move fast across a house or across a constellation. It takes only about 1 to 1.5 months for them to move across a house completely. That's why they are called fast moving planets, and they represent or they resemble short term influences. Ninth house is the most auspicious house in any birth chart, which resembles your luck, fortunes and your affection towards the religious matters and your generosity and your interest in spiritual matters, so on. So mostly when the planets moves to your ninth house, they are harmless. Either they do good or they become harmless. And also they bring the fortune for the matters governed by those planets. Those planets which stays there. The planets Sun, Mars, Mercury and Venus are there. So these 4 planets resembles the matters governed by 7 houses. They resemble 7 houses in the birth chart. Sun only governs 1 house, 4th house. The Ketu is already there. Ketu means the south node is already there in the long run. So Ketu influence negatively for the matters governed by the 4th house. Negative influence in the long run. The matters resembled by the 4th house of mainly your long-term fixed asset like your properties, lands, houses, buildings, and also your residence, the place where you stay, and also your comfort you enjoy in your residence or the place you stay, and also your feelings or emotions comes from your heart, and also your mother. All these matters are resembled by your 4th house, and the Ketu influence negatively for them in the long run. When the auspicious planets aspect the Ketu, or when they reach 4th house only, these things turns into kind of less negative or some positive influences. So the Ketu is influencing negatively in the long run. The Lord of the 4th house is Sun. So at present Sun is in your 9th house. So it will bring some luck there for the matters governed by 4th house. It's not 100% positive for the matters governed by the 4th house because Ketu is still there, but even in the short term it will bring some luck when it is in your 9th house. So when it comes to Mercury resembles your 2nd house and 5th house. 2nd house resembles your life after your married life, and your wealth means your savings, and also your speech, and the 5th house resembles your education, children and the love affairs. As the Mercury is in the auspicious 9th house, so it will bring the luck for those matters governed by the 2nd house and 5th house. The other planet is Mars in your 9th house, that resembles your all the matters related to the marriage or married life or partner. Partner means married partner. Also, even you are not married, if you are living together in the long term, those relationships also come under the 7th house. Even if you are expecting to be married also, those matters also mainly comes under the 7th house. So the lord of the 7th house is Mars. It is in your 9th house these days. So the Mars, the influence of the Mars is positive for the 7th house when it is in your 9th house. And finally the Sun, not the Sun, the Venus. Venus is the lord of the ascendant. It's the lord of the Taurus sign. So it governs your head, the life as a whole. So the role of the Venus is highly important. The main role belongs to Venus when it comes to Taurus ascendant. So these days it's in your 9th house, so which brings luck and fortune for your life when it stays there in the 9th house. So now they are about to move to the 10th house in the February. All these 4 planets which influence in short run, all of them move within the February to the 10th house. But when they arrive the 10th house, Rahu is already there. Rahu, also called North Node, is also a planet which influence in long run. It will be there up to the 5th December 2026. The same time period, the Ketu stays in the 4th house. So Rahu, same time, Rahu will be there in your 10th house. 10th house resembles your profession mainly. So when the Rahu is there, it's very difficult to have consistency there in your profession. Sometimes ups, rising, sometimes falling to the ground, and sometimes stability, sometimes instability, like that. It's very difficult to have the consistency. Sometimes there are positive influences, sometimes highly negative. So Rahu reached the 10th house in 18th May 2026, and it will be there up to the 5th December 2026 in your 10th house. So once when it reached there back in 18th May 2025, you must have experienced noticeable changes or movements in your profession, and it will continue time to time during that period when it stays there in your 10th house. So when those 4 planets reach there, what will happen? So in the beginning, 3rd February, the first planet to arrive to the 10th house is Mercury. So Mercury's role, Mercury is an auspicious planet when it comes to Taurus ascendant, and its role is positive for your profession when it is in your 10th house. And it will going to stay there up to the 11th April. Then on 6th February, Venus also arrives. It will be there up to 2nd March 2026, and the role of the Venus also positive for your profession, so you will be more comfortable in your profession. You will enjoy pleasant working environment and easy workloads when the Venus is there. And also on 13th February, Sun also reached there. The constellation associated or the sign associated with the 10th house is Aquarius. So Aquarian sign is not friendly for the sun, but still the 10th house is auspicious for the sun when it comes to your profession, because sun gives its maximum in your 10th house. As the 10th house resembles the top of the sky. The sun shines there, no? Sun gives its maximum power there, but you can't get the maximum of that because of the constellation associated with the 10th house. But still you get kind of highly positive influences from sun for your profession. You will show leadership attitudes, you will get the leadership attitudes, leadership responsibilities, and you will act. So those benefits you get from the sun. And then finally on 23rd February, Mars comes there. Mars arrives the 10th house. So I forgot to tell you, sun is going to stay there in your 10th house up to 15th March. So once the Mars arrives there on 23rd February, it will be there up to 2nd April. So Mars is highly active for the 10th house. But still Mars also is not much friendly with Aquarius sign. But when it comes to direction wise, Mars is highly active for the 10th house, because Mars is the most active planet. So to act highly or act more positively, the most suitable place is your profession. You can act, you can show your skills. So Mars makes you active in reaching your professional goals, and you will be more active in your profession during that period. When it comes to the planets which moves in long run, Saturn is in your 11th house. As you are aware, Saturn is a planet highly beneficial for the Taurus ascendant, because for most of the people belongs to the other lagnas or other ascendant, they will much of the lagnas or much of the ascendants. So Saturn is negative for them. But when it comes to Taurus ascendant, Saturn is highly positive, because Saturn is the lord of 9th house and 10th house. 9th house resembles your fortune, luck, and 10th house resembles your profession. So these houses, as the lord of these houses, Saturn mostly exerts you positive influences. Now it's in your 11th house, so that means you still get the luck for your income. But when it comes to your 7th house, the aspects to your 7th house are not positive during the month of February, because Ketu aspects your 7th house, Rahu aspects your 7th house. Now when all those slowly moving planets, when they reach 10th house, Sun, Mars and Mercury also can aspect your 7th house, and Saturn also aspect. So the outcome will not be positive for all the matters related to your marriage. Even if you are about to get married, or even if you are married, or even if you are not married and having a long-term close relationships, or you stay together in the long run, all these influences and people associated with you influence negatively during the month of February. There are positive influences like from Venus, but still you get more negative influences. So these days Jupiter is in your 2nd house. Jupiter is in retrograde state, so it's not much positive. There are some some positive chances for your income from Jupiter also. Saturn is already giving you some good influences for your income, but the Lord of the 11th house is Jupiter. 11th house is the house resembles your income and social affairs. No? So Saturn is there giving the positive influences, but the Lord of the 11th house is Jupiter. So it's also in second house. Normally when it is in the second house, it gives positive influence, but now these days it's in retrograde state up to 11th March. So you can't reach the maximum because of that. So these are the things or the matters for the month of February. So this is a common reading. This might change to a certain extent when it comes to your personalized birth chart reading based on your birth chart, because the exact position of the planet and their aspects with each other, their states, all these exact data about your birth and your life, which is recorded in the sky at the time of your birth, are already in your birth chart. It's like the screenshot of the sky at the time. So to get a more personalized and more accurate birth chart reading, you have to represent your birth chart to an astrologer and get that reading. And even the remedies to cure those malefic influences also would be recommended by him. So your birth chart resembles your destiny, but it's not a fixed destiny. It's a kind of energy and strength which you have brought to this life when you are born, and also the possible things to happen in the future accordingly. It's like your birth chart reveals your possible destiny, but you can change many of the negative things in it. The astrology helps you to identify your weakness and negative and positive things to come ahead in your life. It reveals those based on astrology. So as an intelligent, wise person, you can overcome your weaknesses when you are aware of them, and also you can prepare well, plan well, and execute those plans to overcome the negative things to happen in the future as described by your birth chart. And also you can get the maximum use of the positive things to come ahead in your life. Also those are as described by your birth chart. That's the way to successfully overcome the negative influences mentioned in your destiny with the help of astrology. Good luck.